So today's problem again has us writing expressions and substituting in for those variables, but again we're going to have to solve an equation. This is only the second time we've started doing that, so let's just be careful when we get to that part. Okay, so per usual we're going to be writing expressions, and we're going to of course be writing those expressions using let statements, because we have to describe what the expressions stand for. So we've got pizza, yummy, who doesn't love pizza? It says Leah ate 3 more than Devin. So who should we start with? Well, if Leah ate 3 more, then we should start with Devin. So we're going to say let D equal number of pieces of pizza Devin ate. And then we know that Leah ate 3 more. More tells us to add. We're adding to how many Devin ate, so let D plus 3 equal the number of pieces Leah ate. Rick ate twice as many as Leah. Twice as many. So twice tells me that I'm multiplying. And I'm multiplying how many Leah ate. Well, Leah ate D plus 3. So that tells me I have to add that 3 to D first before I multiply it times 2. So to indicate that, I know that I need to put my D plus 3 inside parentheses. And that's equal to the number of pieces that Rick ate. I'm told here at the end that they're trying to figure out how many they ate altogether. So I know that means it's a total. I know how many each person wrote. I wrote an expression for each one. So I'm going to write my final let statement as a total, meaning I'm adding each of them together. So it's D plus D plus 3. That's how many Devin ate and how many Leah ate. And then I add on how many Rick ate plus 2 times the quantity of D plus 3. And that equals the total number of pieces of pizza. So moving right along, just to be clear, there's my fourth expression. Now moving right along, we find out that Leah ate 5 pieces of pizza. So this is another one of those cases we're going to have what Leah ate equal to what Leah ate. And when you say, well, of course they're equal. Exactly. That's why we can put them together. We know that Leah ate D plus 3, and that can be equal to 5. You probably already know what D is equal to, but let's make sure we make it look correct and use the right words. D plus 3, what's the opposite of plus 3? Minus 3 on both sides, because I need to keep it balanced. These two cancel. I'm left with D equals 5 minus 3 is 2. So I've got Devin, Leah, and Rick. Devin ate D. I know that D is equal to 2, so Devin ate 2 pieces of pizza. Leah ate D plus 3. D is still equal to 2. Substitute in, 2 plus 3 is 5 pieces. And then the expression we wrote for how many Rick ate was 2 times the quantity of D plus 3. D is still equal to 2. So 2 times the quantity of 2 plus 3. I do inside the parentheses first. That's 5 times 2 is 10 pieces. Rick must have been very hungry. I'm quite impressed by that. So I know most of you want to just take those numbers and add them together to find the total, but we need to use the expression we wrote for the total. So that expression is D plus D plus 3 plus 2 times the quantity of D plus 3. And I know that D is equal to 2. So it's 2 plus plus 3 plus 2 times the quantity of 2 plus 3. Notice every time I say those parentheses, I say the quantity of. I don't say parentheses. The proper wording to use, for math especially, is the quantity of. So I'm going to follow my order of operations, which means I do what's inside the parentheses first. I know that 2 plus 3 is 5, and now I bring down the rest of my problem. Still following my order of operations, I know I multiply before I do all of this addition. 2 times 5 is 10. Bring down the rest of my problem. Now I can add going from left to right, but since all I'm doing is addition, I can do this and this. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 plus 10 is 13. 4 plus 13 is 17 pieces of pizza in total.